No reason to be here.
Wait, your hands off of me.
Leave now.
Battery.
I know, I am not on duty.
no,
You
you're
have no right to be here.
Under arrest for what?
Welcome to Noxium, where police power meets public accountability.
This episode is brought to us by NG Media UK. Be sure to check the link below, subscribe to his channel, and give him the credit he deserves. In this episode, Auditor NG is standing outside police headquarters with a camera when an officer strides over, as though a problem needs to be created. There's no conversation, no attempt to establish any facts, just immediate aggression that escalates into physical contact for absolutely no lawful reason. This one isn't complicated or unclear, it's straightforward. An officer sees a camera, takes it personally, and allows his temper to
Private property, get off.
Who are you?
Private property. You don't have a valid reason to be here. Leave the premises.
Do you own it?
No, I don't, but I work here.
Right. You do know it's owned by the public, don't you?
It's a public building, but you have no lawful reason to be here, so leave the premises.
Are you a police officer?
Yes, I am.
Identify yourself as a police officer.
Police Constable 1235.
Can I see your warrant card?
No,
Where's
you have
your-
no reason to see my
So then
warrant
you're not a
card.
police officer then?
Yes. Goodbye then.
Oh, you falsely
What are you doing here?
IDing yourself as a police.
What are you doing here?
Where's your insignias?
Sorry?
Insignias.
What is that?
No, you're not a police officer then, are you?
Where's your police hat?
I'm not in uniform. I'm
I
off
don't
duty.
think you are. If you
Why
was
are
a
you
police
boring,
officer,
then?
you'd have known exactly what I just said. It's one of the most important things.
What is?
Your insignia?
My insignia?
Your rank and number.
My rank is PC, and my
See?
number is 1235. Leave the premises.
You need to learn the code of ethics. You're very rude. Go away, please, and leave us alone.
Do you want to get your black stick?
Leave the premises now.
No.
There you go. There's my warrant card.
No, we're just going to walk away from you, mate. You're
Then
very
go
aggressive.
walk away.
That's just a badge, mate. Where's the warrant card?
I know. Your designation
Warrant card's in
card.
there. Get lost and get off the property.
From the very first second, he isn't policing, he's posturing. No, what are you up to? There's no effort to establish the facts, no attempt to understand the situation, just raised commands and an immediate claim that they have no right to be there. When NG calmly highlights the simple reality that it is a public building, the entire leave the premises narrative collapses instantly. That is the moment attitude overtakes authority. He delays identifying himself, avoids producing his warrant card until he is firmly pressed to do so, and then tells them to get lost, as if he were arguing outside a pub rather than conducting a professional interaction. The code of ethics is not optional. Accountability and respect for the public are fundamental responsibilities, not discretionary favours.
You know what?
If you don't get now, I'll have you escorted
Let's
off.
move away from this violent, aggressive
I'm
fuck.
not being violent and aggressive. I'm asking you to leave.
You're accosting us.
I'm asking
breaching
you
the
to
social
leave the
distancing.
premises.
You're acting very aggressive.
I'm asking you nicely
You
to
are-
leave the premises. If
authority
you don't
here.
leave nicely, you will be escorted off.
Right, it's a public place. I suggest you leave us be.
It's not a public place. It's an organisation building.
You're a very, very angry man, aren't you?
No, I'm not an angry man.
So
You're
why
not
are you
listening to
pointing
me.
over there? Right,
Don't walk off.
you are.
Leave the premises.
Him? That's you just touched him.
Leave the
That's
premises.
battery, mate.
Leave the premises.
You don't know
Who
what
are
it
you
is,
anyway?
None of your business.
You've just.
Then you've no
committed-
reason to be
stay away,
here.
matey.
You've no reason
I
to
will
be
defend
here.
myself.
I've got him on-
You've
I've
no
got him on
reason to
camera.
be here.
If he touches me again.
You've no reason. You've no reason to be here.
Wait,
Leave.
your hands off of me.
Leave now.
Battery.
That is battery. He has the right
Leave
to defend
now.
himself.
Times now you've committed battery.
Leave now. You've been asked a half a dozen times and more to leave the property. You have no reason to be here.
This man is crazy. It's gone rogue.
The property.
Keep this man on video.
When NG disengages and attempts to walk away, that should have been the conclusion of the encounter. Instead, the officer follows him and escalates the situation into physical contact, not to prevent a crime, not to safeguard anyone, but to enforce a demand that carries no clear legal basis. Land at a publicly accessible police headquarters is exactly that, publicly accessible. Unless there is clear signage, defined restricted perimeters, or a specific statutory power being exercised under legislation, members of the public are entitled to be present. Trespass in such circumstances is, at most, a civil matter, not something an officer can resolve by grabbing an individual and forcing them out. Pursuing a man who is actively walking away and placing hands on him without lawful authority is not control. It is misconduct.
A good distance so you can
Do you want to get the
his
distance? Because I think he wants to try targeting you.
hands. That's in the video.
You're
No,
scared
I
of
want you
someone
both
else.
to stop doing what you're
You
doing.
don't have any authority.
You
here,
don't
mate.
have. Yes, I do. I'm a police
wanna stop
officer,
touching
and
me?
this is police.
I'm going to walk forward
authority.
because you're touching
You have to
me.
keep walking,
You
that's
are
assault.
touching me.
You are assaulting
Please
him.
stop touching me.
Okay.
You are assaulting
Thank
him.
you.
Okay.
Now,
You have no rights to touch people.
You need to leave the
Who
premises.
do you think you are?
You're out of order.
You
You
need to leave
conduct
the premises. You have no reason to be here. You have no reason to be here. Why
How
are
do you know that, eh?
Section 5.
Why
And the
Section 5?
Yeah, public order. You've caused us alarm and distress.
Oh, really?
And
Yes,
harassment.
really.
I'm
We're
not the
telling
one
you
wearing a mask with my hood
Do you
on.
not know there's
Go
something
away.
called COVID,
You
mate?
silly man. Come away from him. He's
Leave the
dangerous.
premises. You have no
How about
reason
you
to be
get
here.
a police officer to come out?
You have no reason
Someone
to
that
be here.
outranks you because you clearly don't know the law.
Crazy.
You
How
have
about
no
you get your
reason-
Blackstones
you need to leave
out?
the premises. You
Get
have
your
no
Blackstones
reason
out
to
and
be here.
look at the law, mate. Or
You
your
have
code
no
of
reason
ethics.
to be here.
No, we've come to see an inspector.
Have
not
you? Which inspector have you come to see?
We've come to see the chief constable,
He's not here. It's
Chris
Sunday.
Howard, who's going to be seeing how you act.
It's not here. He's not here. It's a Sunday.
Well, put it this way: the public are going to want you to
Which
go.
inspector would you like to see?
None of your business. Goodbye. Leave us
It is
be.
my
Come on.
business. I'm a police officer and you're on police
Are you
grounds.
sure about that?
A badge does not confer unlimited physical authority. Yet his conduct suggests that simply being an officer entitles him to place hands on whomever he chooses. NG calls out the reality. Aggressive shouting and confrontational behaviour can, in certain circumstances, amount to a Section 5 public order issue. Rather than reflect on that point, the officer deflects, criticising NG's appearance, as though clothing alone establishes lawful grounds. The most fundamental step in policing is to ask what someone is doing before escalating the encounter. He never even asked. NG was forced to volunteer his reason only after the officer had already gone hands-on. The sequence matters. If you resort to physical contact before establishing why someone is present, you are not managing a situation, you are manufacturing one.
Man's gone crazy.
Leave the premises.
He's already assaulted my friend twice
How
and
about
myself
I'll teach
twice.
you the law. Have you heard of something called Section 33 of the Criminal Justice Act 1972?
Yeah,
Please
school
leave the
time.
premises. You don't have no reason to be
School
here.
in.
Gives you the rights of access to any place that's open to the public,
This is
At
not
any
open
time.
to the public.
It
It's
is.
closed. It's a Sunday.
but it's still open. There's no barriers stopping me from entering this
There
property.
are no
Yeah,
barriers,
here's the
but
real
it is
police.
still private
Secondly,
property.
I'll
Here's the
tell
real
you,
police.
Secondly, yeah, this is paid by the public through taxes, yeah? So this is classed as
I am
public
not
property.
going to argue with you.
You
Leave
just
the
assaulted me.
premises.
That's not arguing.
Leave the premises.
No.
Leave the premises.
No.
Hi.
You have no legal right to
We're
be
down here recording. This man's assaulted me twice. He's assaulted this gentleman twice.
What are you doing? here?
made physical.
Exactly.
What are you exactly filming?
Are you not bothered about the crimes that have been committed?
No, I'm listening to what everyone's saying.
He's also caused the public 5-section order as well.
Okay, yeah, that's fair enough. But,
Yes.
I would imagine that you're also causing him harassment.
No,
on
we are.
We're walking away. So how does
We
that
are
make sense?
You're walking
mate?
away.
Yes.
Yeah, we're walking
I'll
down
get
this
the
way.
details down. We can deal with this later date. But
Firstly,
I
we
just
don't
wanna
have
know
to.
what
We're not
your
reporting a
issue
crime.
is
We're
right
telling
now.
you that this is what's happening. So you
Right,
can take
another one gone rogue.
some action against him. Rogue.
Yeah, several
That's
times.
correct.
Because he's physically touched us.
When NG cites Section 33 and explains the legal position, the officer attempts to wriggle out by claiming that the building being closed today somehow removes the public's right of access. That is not how the law works. Publicly accessible land does not transform into private property simply because the front desk is unattended. Imaginary boundaries cannot be enforced. The situation is further exacerbated when a second officer enters and immediately assumes NG must have caused alarm or distress to the first officer. Despite NG being the one trying to disengage, this reflexive support of a colleague without properly assessing the sequence of events demonstrates precisely how poor decisions compound.
You were walking away.
Yeah,
You're
this
walking
way.
further into
So
the property
you're
instead of
currently
out
over
of
there.
it.
It doesn't
You've
mean-
been asked several times to leave.
It doesn't mean you can assault
You've been
him.
asked several times to leave. They're not even open. It's a Sunday.
This guy for real.
Yeah, I'm
Unwanted contact.
preventing you from coming onto the
Unwanted
property.
contact.
That's not your place to do that.
It is. I work
Firstly, you're
here.
not
This
in
is
duty.
this is Lincolnshire Police property.
Firstly, you're
You're
not
off
on
duty.
duty.
I know I am not on duty,
It's not
but you have
private
no right
property.
to be here.
This is a public car park.
No, it's not a public car park.
What is it then?
It's a police
Why
headquarters.
does it say visitors over there?
Yep, you're not a lawful visitor here for a
Why
lawful
aren't I?
reason,
Why
are you?
aren't I? I'm a member of the public.
No,
I
you're
paid
not.
for-
What
towards
gives you
all
the
of
right
this.
to own that, eh?
I don't own anything here, mate.
Can't believe this. To be
Come on,
arrested
good enough, mate.
first.
What for?
For the criminal offences
Yeah,
you
I
caused. You think
Rubbish.
we're not
We
pressing
want-
charges on you? Excuse me, officer. This man's evaded.
Sorry, sir, come on, just let me take your details down, mate.
Constable 1235 Ian Garrick.
We want to arrest him.
2, 3, 5.
GARRICK.
We could even do a private prosecution against you.
Marvellous.
Do you want to check his warrant card to make sure he's telling the truth?
Yeah, I will. I'll check. All right, mate.
Just so
Just
you-
got my
It's
details.
just the way he's behaved.
Can I
It's not extraordinary.
Just hold tight there, and I'll speak to both parties.
Him being off duty makes the situation worse, not better. If he is not deployed, not exercising a specific statutory power, and not responding to an actual offence, he is simply another person standing on publicly accessible land. Employment does not confer personal ownership over the space. The moment NG mentions pursuing charges, he suddenly attempts to back away, as though his earlier aggression never occurred, and that says everything. Authority is not something you switch on to grab someone and then switch off when accountability is raised. The fact that another officer had to intervene to record his details highlights the dynamic clearly. Confidence when confronting a cameraman, hesitation when faced with the consequences.
Investigation
We
against
can
this chap
say,
without your
we can say
details.
he's touching us.
Okay, that's fair enough. So you don't want that's absolutely fine. You don't want
In
to do that.
itself, is
So he's shown me ID. I'm happy with his ID.
That's fine.
We can speak to him a later day about exactly what's
Appreciate
going on.
you being,
do you need details for a public order offence or a fright?
Yeah, because there needs to be a victim.
We're the victim.
Yeah. I'm trying to establish what your details are, because I can't just put victim. You see.
anonymous. You can report crimes anonymous.
You can report something
You can
anonymously.
report them.
But unfortunately, when you're stood in court, and who is the
It's
victim?
okay.
So
It's
section
okay.
5, public order offence, it's a member of the
But
public that is
said
likely.
you said
that
he's
is
assaulted
likely.
you.
I'm
You
told
said
about
he's
section 5
assaulted
right now, and then I'll come to that.
Okay.
Section 5 is someone that's likely to cause the members of public harassment, alarm, or distress.
Has this all been recorded on that?
Yes.
Yes.
Because also, when there's a
Cameras.
section 5 public order actually happens, and then a constable turns up, if the section 5 is not continuing, then there's a different issue. If you look at the details on the CPS charging devices, all right? Okay, I appreciate what you're telling me happens, but mate, go and look it up. Don't worry about it. I come up on the river on a banana boat here, so don't start telling me exactly what's happening. I'm trying to establish your details
telling
so I
you
can
what
put on a crime report.
Once the off-duty officer disappears, the focus abruptly shifts to extracting NG's personal details, as if that were the true priority. No clear legal power is cited, just the usual assumption that a desire for information grants entitlement. When NG references Section 5 and clarifies that he is not obliged to provide details, the tone changes. Defensive, irritated, almost affronted that a member of the public understands the legal boundaries better than they do. The notion that nothing can be done regarding an alleged assault without NG volunteering personal information is misleading at best. Officers have entirely lawful means to document incidents without turning the process into a coercive demand.
Instant log of it, so that it's on the system,
That
then there's a
man-
record of what's happened.
Yes.
You don't
You
need
said
our
this.
details to do that.
You said this. We're going around in circles here, and now I'm trying to get down into the nuts and bolts of your allegation of assault. So I need.
I'm not
to
saying
have a-
assault, I said battery.
So has he physically?
Assault
touched-
could also be someone walking down
Did
the
he
street
cause
with,
you? Did he
with
cause you
a
to
carry
fear
bag of
immediate
shopping,
unlawful
and then
violence?
someone tries to pull that and pulls
Oh,
the
we're
person
going around in
over.
circles.
That's
See,
assault.
I also can only do what I can do as a PC, can't I?
That's why I was asking you for a sergeant or inspector.
Yeah, but he can only make inquiries
because we're here
as
for
I
a
can.
reason.
Well,
Not
what's your reason? Because I can't just summon a sergeant and inspector on the
We
basis
can
that it's
request
two
one, can't we?
random anonymous people outside.
We
can call us good citizens
actually
if you
come here to see an inspector.
Okay.
That's what our main reason to come here was.
And
then
what,
that man-
happened.
unfortunately,
Went
I need to have a
crazy.
reason. I can't just summon an inspector.
Where's your insignia? Why are they not on your shoulders?
There's a firearm unit.
You don't have to
Me
wear. You
insignia?
don't have to wear them.
I don't have a Vauxhall insignia. Right.
Vauxhall. You're smart.
So you want to speak to an inspector and that's it, yeah?
Inspector,
Says you don't have
Right.
a Vauxhall insignia.
Right. Okay. Well, I'll tell you what. I will go and park the car up. I'll make inquiries
Yeah, we'll be
about whether an inspector wants to come out and speak to two people that are not willing to identify themselves.
Like-
Where's
you don't
your
have to.
numbers anyway? I can't
You know-
see. Or wait, how do we identify
My sliders
you?
are currently waiting in our store's office.
What-
1594, mate. I'm not no
Your name,
dramas,
please?
mate. No dramas. I don't know. Just give you your name. Just a shoulder on.
NG literally provides the straightforward solution. Log the incident, document it correctly, and handle it through the proper channels that should have ended any excuse for demanding personal details. Instead, the officer changes his tone and begins evading responsibility. When he finally offers a caller number but withholds his name, that is not discretion, it is avoidance. The code of ethics is explicit. Officers are expected to be open and accountable, which includes properly identifying themselves when requested during an interaction. Hiding behind a number is not acceptable. The reluctance to provide full details while simultaneously demanding them from others completely inverts the intended power balance.
They said they can't take anything unless we give them all our details, which is wrong.
They need to know, if you're going to make an allegation, they need to know who you are, don't they? Let's be honest.
Complaints, allegations, you don't need to give the name.
Right, yes, well, I think we've done this for you. We've given as much advice as we possibly can. Well, this is private land.
Section 33 of the Criminal Justice Act,
No, you can't come down
1972,
here.
gives us rights to access anywhere that's open to the public.
No, you don't.
And because this is a publicly funded building,
Really? Do you work for a
through
living?
tax,
Do you work for a living?
doesn't matter, does it?
Do you work for a living?
Doesn't matter.
Do you pay tax?
Does it matter?
Probably not.
Oh, okay then. So you're suing because what? I'm recording.
Yes, you have to pass this yellow barrier. You understand this?
Well, there's nothing that says
Right.
private property.
You have to pass this barrier. It's as simple as that. Okay.
Or what?
Calm down. They have to have a BF.
They walk away because they've hit a wall, not a physical one, a legal one. The shouting didn't translate into authority. The pushing didn't constitute an offence. Once it became clear there was no legitimate way to justify what had already occurred, the intensity simply fizzled out. That is the point people should focus on. When an officer starts aggressively and ends quietly, it usually indicates that the foundation for their authority was never there. What makes this worse is how entirely unnecessary it was. A simple question at the outset would have prevented the entire situation. Instead, it escalated immediately into confrontation. NG didn't escalate, he didn't pursue them or shout them down. He simply stood his ground and allowed the situation to reveal itself. That's it for today's video. If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. It really helps me continue producing independent coverage. Also, be sure to check out NG Media UK. His channel is linked in the description. Show him some support. Thanks for watching.